I need to do a walkabout. Had a problem yesterday. You can see that there's a single fence wire there that's down. There's my DX commander. Looks like it got bad out here. Oh shit, look at that. The cows got in. That sucks. They ate it here and down there. Here's the DX commander. That pole's cheap, though. I can get another pole. The fence is down all along there. Over here, snapped off. They tore it up good. Gonna have to get rid of these plastic poles and put in some metal ones. They pulled that post plumb out of the ground. There's the 80-meter leg of the DX commander. All the way over to here. Darn cows, it's not their fault. I forgot to hook up the electrical part. I'm gonna walk over here. This is my Off Center Fed antenna. I just talked on it, so it's still working. I don't think they got to it. But the pole is a little bit bent. Yeah, they didn't get to that. I need to put a little torque on that pole. Maybe just replace it. That sucks. That is not that easy to replace, fix. Yep, they tore it up good. Darn it. Shit happens, you know. It's all my spare poles. I had a deer commit suicide out here on one of the poles. It was this pole right here. Found him skewered. Been there for a couple of days. Was surrounded by coyotes when I came out. And yeah, you know how it is. This is our future greenhouse. I got other stuff to do before I finish that. But yeah, they trashed it pretty good, didn't they? Cows are pretty good at tearing things up. Gonna have to build a better fence. That's all there is to it. I'll get some wood out here and some steel posts and T-posts. Just redo the whole damn thing. That antenna worked pretty good too, but it doesn't now. Had it very well tuned, could talk on all the bands, ham radio bands. I'm just gonna have to replace the whole damn thing. This coax, I'll just put in a splice. Yeah, that's why that was tore up. It's buried all the way to the house. That's about, I don't know, it's pretty damn deep, and 2 or 3 bags of cement holding it down. It ain't going anywhere. It's just built the same way as the windmill over there. That just sucks. Plain and simple. Looks like they got this one over here too a little bit. I noticed yesterday, came in to get one of the trailers, and it took a while before I noticed that the DX commander was tore up. Yep, they got this one too. There's cow track right there. Fencing time. They have to redo the whole thing, all of it. Bummer. That's shithead. Here goes Sheldon. Shithead is a shithead. We call him shithead on purpose. He's an Australian Shepherd. Sheldon is a Border Collie. I think I'll talk to Sue and we'll see if we can't just fence off all the way down from that corner all the way down and over, just go around the greenhouse. I think that's what she wants to do anyhow. We'll go all the way to the end of the antennas, put up a better fence. We can't have the cows eating stuff. That's about probably maybe 3 acres is all. Maybe 3. I gotta walk out there too. I see something out there. There's a mound, a giant mound. It may be just trees. It's hard to say from here. Can I zoom in? Right in there. It may just be trees. I don't know. So, that's a bummer. That is a real bummer. I think I can get that pole. They're warranted for life for free, I believe. But they're only $50 or $60 from DX Commander. I'll just order one and get that antenna pulled back over where it needs to be. So, alright. Oh, by the way, I did order a box. Actually, I screwed up and I ordered 2 boxes and 1 fuse. I needed 1 box and 2 fuses. So, it'll take me a little bit longer to finish that project up. But I'll be back. That's shithead. Okay, have you tried these mouse buckets? Check this out. It's all full. There's probably 8 dead mice down there. That was pretty good. You remember the damage that the cows did? I still got fence wire laying around out here. There's my DX Commander. I did get a new pole for it. Gonna get that reassembled. I need to fix my wind gauge. We had 80-mile-an-hour breezes the other day, and that's actually been broken for a while. The wind did not tear down the DX Commander. We got the new fence up. I need to reinforce that one pole there because it's leaning a little bit. I didn't get it in deep enough. I'm not taking all this down, these two here. I want to keep the propane truck from hitting my solar panels. But we got it up, got it all done. Walk around here a little bit. I got a mess to clean up. I've got tools scattered and quite a mess. This is 3 wires. You can see it out there. I went all the way around the antenna system this time. Everything's covered. What? Stop eating the cow poop. Ah, jeez. They all eat it. Vitamins. They're kind of like vegans, I guess. The cows eat the vegetables that the dogs can't eat, or they don't digest, so the dogs eat the cow poop to get the vitamins from the vegetables that the cows ate. Same with steak. So you get that mouth-watering, yummy feeling when you're cooking a steak out on the barbecue and you just can't wait for it to get done and you want that steak. It smells so good. Do you wonder if vegans feel the same way when they're cutting the grass? And anyhow, there's my fence. All the way around here. I need to replace this pole. It's got to come down. This is a Off Center Fed antenna. Yeah, I definitely need to replace that pole. Yeah, gonna have to get that done. It has a steel pole inside of it, and apparently the steel pole's probably bent too. Make sure we're recording. But I got that done all the way around. There's a crow flying around up there. I'll feed him the mice later. Walk on back. I'm trying not to get a lot of junk laying around. I really don't like junkyards, and if I'm not careful, it could end up looking like a junkyard. But this is my pole pile. Spare poles and stuff. I'll just replace those 2 pieces of conduit and put this, I've got an extra long pole here that I can put inside of it. Or just use that, one or the other. It's our greenhouse, still working on that. It's not going to be big enough. Keep telling Sue it's not going to be big enough. Bitcoin is way up, and I've got a considerable number of one particular digital currency, and really considering cashing it in so I can get all this stuff done. But playing my cards right, I could probably build another house. But there is my greenhouse. Working on it slowly, very slowly, extremely slowly. I see something I could do to make it better. I see a lot that I could do to make it better. TV antenna up there. We tied all the fences together as one. So this comes around to this one. It connects right there and comes back. The dog yard fence is part of it. There's a gate here where I can walk around into the trees. I'm waiting for the trees to start getting some leaves on them. Should be any time. Hopefully. Love my trees. You know, they're so worried about global warming and stuff, that farce, but they just want to keep cutting down trees and farmland and replacing it with asphalt, and it's just stupid. The whole thing is stupid. If you're so worried about it, plant some freaking trees. And don't tell me that trees don't help. That's bullshit. So here's another one. I've got five trees growing in the window in there. And I'm planning on a lot more. Just replace those trees with asphalt. That'll cure the problem. Yes, sirree. And dig some more holes to mine some more lithium. Yeah. Walking back this way. This this controller's not in use anymore. I could take it off, but I'm undecided. I don't know if I could run two of them at the same time or not, but maybe. Yeah, that's all I want to really plant is trees. I can do vegetables. I can do vegetables out here or something. Put in another fence. And I got 140 acres here. I can do anything I want. But yeah, more vegetables. Anyhow, I just want to walk around here and show you the fence. And the next part of this video will be reassembling the DX Commander. I think I probably already showed you this, but they also got my VHF antenna coax. I haven't fixed that yet. But I think I can just pull all these off if they're not glued on. I bet they're glued on. What I might have to do, I don't know what I'm going to do, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's not glued on. It'll move. They didn't get the radials very badly. I'll have to disconnect all the radials and go from there on it. They got it good. What happened was they grabbed a hold of the guy wires and pulled it over. Yeah, you can see here. I'll have to, well, yeah, they did. They chewed that one. And I saw a place here that it was chewed. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Down here. It's all screwed up, but I'll fix it. It's okay, it's my fault, it wasn't the cow's fault. Thinking about making another video called Cow Be Gone. Anyhow, I'll get back to you on this. Okay, I'm reassembling my, I got the new DX Commander pole a few days ago, and I'm reassembling it, and I'm cheating. What I'm doing is down here at this camera fell down, sorry. Give it a twist. I've got 2 more pieces to put on. It's a contact type adhesive, and it works really well. Except it's rolling away. One more piece. My phone's ringing, it's a scam. Ignore it. The camera keeps rolling away. And that's it. That's a 10-meter antenna. I'm going to take it over here and set it down and let it dry where it's out of the way. Well, I got to put the bottom piece on. Better do that real quick. Okay, now I'll take it over here and put it away until the stuff dries. Couple hours usually. I just set it down right here. Hi, Shellbot. So, okay, I'm just going to let that dry for a couple of hours. Now we're going to go get some food. Okay, I'm going to be working on this today. And the first thing I'm going to have to do is disconnect the bottom part, but I need to get all these weeds out of here. Sticker bushes and thorn bushes. Tumbleweed. Tons of tumbleweed. You grab a hold of them wrong and they can be pokey. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect all of the ground radials and the coax. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just gonna disconnect all the ground radials and the coax. So I'll be back. Alright, I guess I didn't start that. Everything's disconnected now, except these are the primaries up here. So when I stand it up, I can just hook on right there. It'll stand up by itself, and I can put the rest of them on out there. So here we go. I'll be back. Okay, I got the antenna all stripped, and it's over there somewhere. It's broken in 2 places, not just one. The first thing I'm going to have to do is put the base plate on. This is the base plate. It goes way down here. Set it down there. You have to unscrew this cap, which I can't do with one hand. And this goes on, and then this cap screws back on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and, I got it all laid out so that it's not tangled down there. I'm going to do my best, and then I can only put on one of this U-bolts. Where'd they all go? Okay, this U-bolt. I can put this one on. I need that one to hold the bottom plate in place, the second plate. So here we go. And I have hit a snag. Go figure. Figure out how I'm going to fix this. I think I'm going to use hose clamps. This is supposed to fit snug on the bottom, and as you can see, it doesn't. So I'm going to put this here. Either this is the wrong mast, or I ordered the wrong mast, or who knows. It's supposed to be for, oh man, I'm going to start over. Did I not? I didn't press record, doesn't look like. Anyhow, I ran into a snag right here. This piece is too big. It's not the same pole. So I'm going to use hose clamps top and bottom to hold that in place. I measured the pole, and the poles are the same length. This one here is broken in 2 places. Right there also. You can see it. Darn cows. But it's all on the way it's supposed to be. I'll just need to get all these spacers measured out and get that down there fixed. So back to it. Okay, it's all reassembled. I got all the guy wires right there that are attached. I have to make one for there. Everything's back together, mostly, kinda. Have to rotate this around. I'll hook up the center conductor last after I get it out there. And we're ready to put it in. I think, maybe, with any luck. Alright, here we go. Okay, SWR is through the roof. I'll walk out there and see if there's anything obvious. If not, I'm not going to mess with it anymore tonight. Anyhow, it's back together. I just have to fix it. So what do we got? Got all the radials. I'm tripping over radials. See if there's any dirt in here. Nope. I could bring my analyzer out here and plug it in. And don't see an issue down there at all. Didn't change the length of any of the wires. So, I don't know. I'll bring my analyzer out here and play with it. It could be a coax problem. I'm not seeing any cow chews on it. Nope, I don't see anything. It's set up exactly the way it was before. All the folds and bends up there in the same spot. All the bands are bad. That tells me there's something wrong. I just tripped over a radio. Grab this thing, bring it in. I think I'm just going to replace that coax because I can probably pull it through. That really does not make me happy at all. Could be a problem out back too. I'll go check that while we're out here. Okay, well that's enough playing for tonight. Okay, I found the problem with the DX commander. I don't think you can read that, but I'm on 7240. Tune in there. KJ 7AC testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. KJ 7AC. 7240. $14.20. KJ 7AC testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2134. Yeah, make sure I got the right frequency there. Yeah. KJ 7AC testing. KJ 7AC starts going up there. KJ 7AC. That's CB. I don't get CB on this one. KJ 7AC testing. That's the low end of the 10 meter band. KJ 7AC testing. And it just goes up from there, so I'm going to shorten that up because I like using the FM band in 10 meter. KJ 7AC. See what we have in the 6 meter band. KJ 7AC testing. Okay, I found the problem out there. It was the coax. It wasn't the coax. The base of the antenna, you remember, where I put in... oh boy. The base of the antenna out there where I put in the base plate, it's made of metal. And the old antenna sat, the second plate with the radios sat on that base plate. And let me turn this off or down. And yeah, this one don't work that way, I guess, because I sat it on that base plate and it's just dead short. The coax is shorted. So, and every time I wiggled it a little bit, the short would go away, so I didn't catch it when I tested it out there the first time. Came in here and tested it, and it was shorted. And that's what it was. So I got that back up. I am going to shorten the 10 meter just a little bit, because I like using 10 meter. I like using the FM bands. But the whole band is fun, don't get me wrong. And the 24, I think it was, I very seldom talk on that one. I'm mainly on 7240, 7260, 7272, and 7195. That's where I hang out most of the time. You could see there that all the bands are working fine. So we're in good shape. Tomorrow I'll put 2 more guy wires on it. And it's got a zipper on it. All I have to do is detach those carabiners and fold it over and then stand it up, reach down, pick the carabiner up off the ground, hook it back up. So I built it as simple as possible. Everything is glued together. I don't think they tell you to do that in the instructions, but if you're building a permanent setup, I don't see why not. It works. That antenna was up there for over a year before the cows got it, and I had some problems when I didn't glue it. It kept sliding down, but once I glued it, I had no problem anymore. And I used that 77 3M spray glue, and that's good stuff, Maynard. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of this one. As far as the off-grid solar back there goes, the one fuse should have been about a 63 amp. The one big fuse coming from the charge controllers to the batteries, that big black fuse, I'm going to buy a 63 amp and replace it. It's got 120 in it now. And you remember in an earlier video, each one of the charge controllers has an 80 amp fuse built in. So I found 70, 80, right in there, amp fuses that I could just swap that out with, and we'll be in good shape. It'll never get that high. Plus, there's a problem with that fuse. That fuse gets warm. None of the other fuses in that set get warm, just that one. So I think that fuse might be defective. But anyhow, I'm going to publish this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm a happy camper. My antenna works. I'm not going to put the 80 meter leg on it. I'm just going to use the Off Center Fed. I can't think of who made that. Got it from HRO a long time ago. Boy, my house is dusty. Shit happens, right? And my batteries died, so I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Bye. Where are we at? How do I turn this?